Don't use gap closer. Don't use gap closer. No. I mean, he did. Okay. Thank you for using the kick. Gosh. I'm pretty sure that unless I parry you, I'm not going to get time to use a heal. Never mind. There we go. Now I'm back in the rhythm. I swear I've done this fight before. I can almost feel it now. No! What did we learn? What did we learn with respect to getting cocky? I have nothing to say in my defense. I really don't. I agree, Gwen. I agree with your choice to immediately murder me after I did that. Because I'm assuming you'd chosen for all of the moments before not to be murdering me. Otherwise, I would be dead, right? Right? Right. It is worth noting that I'm not actually using magic in this fight, so that Crown of Dusk can probably just be unequipped right there. Okay. I did get a partial parry there, so I didn't take much damage. Alright. Time for you to die. And then I'm gonna need just a little bit more Estus. That's why I never lock onto that guy. I knew there was a reason. I didn't lock onto him every single time before when I ran past him. There was something in my soul that told me that was the right thing to do. And so, of course, I decided to suppress that and urge on. Good work, Ryan. Ugh. Ooh. Come on, let's get this done. Please don't Goomba stomp me. It does very little damage, so it'd be shameful as hell if that's what ended up killing me. Now I don't have all the time pressures that I put on myself beforehand. Use our power within here. Change our spell and our weapon. Not lock on. Nice jump, dude. Speaking of nice jump. Let's try that. I'm also not, I guess, intending to use the RTSR ring in this fight. So which of these should I even wear? I'll replace it with the BTSR. If I actually picked up the Ring of Steel Protection, then I would use that, but I haven't. I can't believe it. I had it. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000 attempts ago now. I had it. And then I just decided to be a very cocky moron. And didn't have it anymore. I think the funniest thing about this, to me, is that running past all of this was not a problem the first couple times. Now, it's getting more and more difficult. I'm getting more and more fatigued. My ears feel like absolute death, and this just is because I have really, really uncomfortable headphones, and I've been wearing them for a couple hours straight, recording the end of this Dark Souls Soul Level 1 run. Like, good gosh, these are uncomfortable. They're Audio-Technica, so they've got good quality, it's just yikes. Alright. Come on. Just stay down. Seriously, you don't want what I'm serving up. I'm being chased. Alright. If I fail this opening parry, I think I just die. Yep. Oh, no. Yeah. Okay. As soon as I got back up, I died to my power within. Oh, my gosh. Let's go again. I really think for like a boss at the very end of the game, you should probably have a bonfire just a little bit closer than this. Just a thought. Dark Souls 2 and 3 both had bonfires much closer to their final boss. Maybe because of moments like this. Dark Souls 2, in fact, put no enemies between you and your final boss, or rather your final bonfire and your final boss. Dark Souls 3 did the same, in fact. I think they wanted to reduce the amount of attempts you have to take because you're an idiot on the way there. Here. Now I never have to deal with you again. I'm worried that since Gwyn doesn't actually one-hit kill me, by putting the power within on myself, I'm actually giving him the ability to one-hit kill me. That is a concern of mine. Yep. I'm dead. I died before that second swing came down. God, maybe I just don't power within. Just completely forsake the fact that I am a pyromancer at the very end of the game here. Who needs to be a pyromancer? I think I actually do. Like, I dropped the RTSR. Which I don't even really think I ever used significantly. Like, maybe for a moment in one of the Nito fights, but I don't think I even used it in the winning attempt against Nito. That was literally all just great RNG on his attacks. And I just stayed there throwing great combustions into his spine. Or spines, plural. Because he's made of skeletons. What the fuck was that? He Superman jumped off the goddamn wreckage. I'm more impressed than I am frustrated, which is impressive because I'm very frustrated. Oh boy. You can probably hear it in my voice. I thought this was going to end about 40 minutes ago now. And, it's very late. And now it's 40 minutes past very late. So I'm having to keep my voice down a little bit while still animate. Animate for the sake of the recording on YouTube, and down a little bit for the sake of my roommates. Oh boy. We've got this now. We've got it. No, actually, sorry, being cocky is what doesn't work. All right. We're dead. It's never gonna work. This is... I really don't know. I think I might have to quit the Let's Play because I'm too bad. That's actually probably a little too defeatist. Because I'm not gonna quit. If I didn't quit at Fire Sage Demon, I was gonna say Ornstein and Smo, because Ornstein and Smo is typically like one of the big quitting points in Dark Souls. But no, the boss that beat me the most, I think, was Fire Sage Demon. So well done to Fire Sage, and also sincerely, what the fuck to me. I just totally forgot how to parry. There we go. One parry. I have to immediately walk around the other side of him and test this. What the fuck was that? So I tried to parry the first one. It looked like I got a partial parry. And then the second one, I was blocking. And I didn't block it. At all. Time to go get a tower shield and come back. How horrible would it be if I now just went, all right, fine, have it your way, and leveled up a bunch? I'm obviously not going to. That'd be insane. I'm very glad that earlier in the game, I was considering unequipping the Ring of Favor and Protection so that I could run the RTSR at the same time as the Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring. And that would have resulted in like 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 damage, especially if I had power within on top of that, it would have resulted in a ridiculous amount of damage. That's probably not going off the edge. Nope, it is. Beautiful. It would have resulted in a ridiculous amount of damage, but it would have broken the Ring of Favor and Protection, because as soon as you unequip the Ring of Favor and Protection, it blows up. Without the extra health from the Ring of Favor and Protection, I would be dying in a single hit against Gwyn here. So instead, I have to use Power Within to make sure I die in a single hit. What the fuck was that? I had my shield up. It's times like this I regret killing Solaire. Like, I wouldn't actually summon Solaire for the final fight, but I would summon Solaire to fight those two Black Knights, and then I would white banish him from my world, and then I'd go into the final fight myself. That front guy never hits me. It's just this one. Because it really depends what attack he decides to do. If he does that one, he's never going to get me. But if he really early on decides to go for the leap, or the giant cross swing, he can get me accidentally. This should get him off. Or I'll just kill him myself. Why have I got gravity doing all my dirty work? Okay. Let's safely run on the other side of you. Actually parry the opening here again, please. Is that one parryable? Come on. One parry. Two parries. Oof. Three parries. Four parries. Yep. I knew it. I knew it. As soon as he did the gap closer, I was like, I'm not going to be able to block that. So I'm going to take some damage to that, which is going to open me up to be killed by an insta-hit. Insta-hit, one hit. One hit. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Have you ever heard in real time as a mind slowly descends to madness? If you've answered no, you must have skipped through the rest of the video to get here. None of that golf swing nonsense, mon frere. As soon as I kill this guy, I'm going out to get myself a burger. I deserve it at that rate. What the fuck was that? He swung on the entire opposite side of the universe, and I still took the damage. That man has an invisible backswing. Right. Dodge number 1. Dodge number 2. Here comes the big parry. Why am I so bad at that? Yeah, I couldn't. As soon as I got caught in that pattern, there was barely anything that I could do at the end there. God damn it! Because I got caught in a pattern of, I need to find a time to heal so that I don't die in a single hit here. And as soon as I was in that pattern, every heal would result in me taking a hit, having to make distance, and heal again. It was only a matter of time until he either did what he did, or he used the gap closer, and then it was gone. There is a certain space in that fight where you can jump to, where you can basically be entirely safe from him. It's a complete glitch, an exploit. But you can just stay there and fire arrows at him. Lobos Jr. did it in the Cheese All Bosses run, which is the only example I've seen online, but I'm sure there are other examples you'll be able to find. Alright. Now get off my universe. Nope, it's going to keep you on the world. Alright. Solid. It's as if there's like a 2.5 minute loading screen between every boss attempt, which is not a thing that you ever want. Alright, parry earlier. Well, at least I got a partial on that one. Alright, good. Parry 2. Black Knight's still outside. Parry 3. It has a very generous parry window, that specific attack. No, he did the kick. Don't do the kick. God, he's gonna do a gap closer. I need to drink. Oh my god, that elevation saved me. You know what? Fuck it, parrying. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. He knocked down my stamina in the first two. And then the third one, I didn't have enough stamina to parry. We'll get him. Oh, come hell or high water. I've been saying that for, I want to say 50 minutes now? Not exactly we'll get him come or hell or high water. See, that's like, I want to say 200th in my list of determined phrases. And I've exhausted 1 through 199. I'm running out of commentary. There are eventually I reach the end of my loop and I just start again. From, you know, my name is Rhapsody and welcome back to. So I'm really just hoping that I have enough left on this tape to get through to the end of this. I'm also really hoping I have enough space left on my hard drive because I really run close to the line on that constantly. Come on, off. Thank you. Time for our next Gwyn attempt. Well, I mean, if we can get past these. That was a bad attack to do, but thankfully we were fine. That was a bad attack to do, but thankfully we were fine. Their leaps are the best ones because they can't track that much. Why? I keep parrying those and it never works. I should have just parried that second one and then healed. Should have just parried it. It's easier said than done, but I should have tried. Ugh. While I think I should cut probably some of these runbacks out, the frustration and the trial, the payoff is not really as impressive if it came at no hardship. So this is setting up the hardship. This is just me racking up a lot of deaths. Obviously, I'm doing it intentionally just for the dramatic arc of this series. Like, there's no... the hell? There's no way that this is actually happening. It's clearly all just me acting. And if you buy that, I got a horse I want to sell you. It may or may not be a turtle with horse written on its shell. The edge. Alright. Alright. Alright, 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 alright. Let's go. Let's go. We've got this. We have this. Nothing can stop us now. We're having such a good time. We're having a ball, in fact. You know what? Fuck this jump attack. Fuck that jump attack. I don't need to die to it again. Alright. My next two-handed hit against this guy is going to stagger him. So I can follow that up with another. Beautiful. What the fuck was that? Gap closer, and then I actually tried to parry that. I got a partial parry, but it wasn't enough. Yikes. Oh, this is just going to continue until it works. the definition of insanity is starting a YouTube channel and making about 4,000 videos. Oh, it's also that thing about trying the same thing again and again and again, and blah 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 blah. Albert Einstein. That's not a quote by him, actually. That's just like horse shit. It's one of those quotes on the internet can't often be trusted. Ben Franklin. We're getting better at parrying this. No, we're not. I just like to speak too soon. It's just a thing. It's a hobby of mine, in fact. It's difficult to orchestrate, because oftentimes it means that you have to end up in a situation where you have the ability to travel back in time so that you can find the thing about which you can speak too soon. But, you know, once that's all done, the payoff is tiny, minor, insignificant, really not even there. So that's fun. There we go. It's time to start parrying. Go. Parry number 2. Please don't do the quick attack. It's the absolute bane of my life. I was behind a podium, friend. Thank you. Alright, let's get back into the business, please. What are you doing with the quick attacks? Yep, didn't have enough stamina to do anything there. I need to get better at parrying that quick attack as well. Because otherwise, I'm relying on the world's most ridiculous RNG of him always going for the slow attack. Which just isn't going to happen. It's not realistic. I don't know what types he's vulnerable against. I'm assuming not fire or lightning, because he wields lightning and fire. Wields lightning in the cinematics, fire in this obvious fight. And also, the miracles are his domain. So I have to imagine that lightning is more his style. Maybe like a cult? Maybe that'd do well? I don't know. I really don't know. Not that I'm ever going to change my weapon and try and come back here. This is something that I finish with this weapon. I started it with this weapon. And by Jove, I'll finish it with this weapon. Start our chain. Alright. when he does that first attack and you take it, it staggers you. But the second attack, that's the important one. Because I think when he does that first quick attack, if you keep your wits about you, I'm talking to me, obviously. If you keep your wits about you, I'm talking to Rhapsody. Then you'll be fine. Just parry the second one. God, I hope that's a parryable attack. It's unfortunate that you can't always immediately tell what's a parryable attack. There are a couple hints, sure. Dark Souls 2 surprises me with a lot of the attacks that are and are not parryable in that. Like a lot of the monster bosses in that, Dark Souls 2, monster bosses, my face when, I get it, there's mostly dudes in armor. Yeah, I've heard the argument, I really don't think it's that important. But a lot of the bosses in that have monstrous attacks that you would think, definitely not parryable, that are. I think I can kick you off now. Well, that's the first time in a long time. All right. What's the attempt number now? Anyone keeping track? I'm going to say 2. Am I close? How many zeros was I off by? You can see right now why I wouldn't do the ladle challenge. Because... You can see right now why I wouldn't do the ladle challenge. Because I would die like twice as many times as this in the first fight against the Hollow. So that's that. I feel like I've accidentally falsely advertised by being reasonably good in the first 2 episodes on in this series. I think I've made false advertisement of my actual skills at Dark Souls. I'm a Rust Lord. I am the Lord of Rust. Not the game by Face Punch Studios, of course. I mean, I'm just really, really rusty. I used to be okay. I wasn't, you know, like a PvP master or anything like that, but I was able to get through the majority of the game without dying. Of course, those weren't Soul Level 1 runs, mind. And goodbye. No, he survived. No, he didn't. Thought he did. I'm actually going to chug here. Regain that tiny little bit of HP. The only hit point that matters is your last. So let's try and have as many between us and that one. Really? I missed the parry on the first one. He gave me the right attack, and I just beefed it. This is rough. There's a couple options for things I could do to make this easier on myself. There's go back out into world, get Havel's ring from the bottom of Darkroot Garden. And by picking that up, I would enable myself to wear heavier armor while maintaining my rolls. Or I could just pick up Havel's armor set or the stone set and just stand there and chug through a lot of his attacks. Since I don't actually roll through many of his attacks, I think that might be something I do. Pretty sure I remember where the stone set is. We would be supremely over-encumbered. But hey, if it works, it works. I don't even think we'd be fat rolling at that point. I don't even know if we'd be able to roll. Just like physically. I went for the parry on the second one, it wasn't working. Alright. Alright. Let's go get Havel's. We go to the Chamber of the Princess. Right? Yeah, I think I'm right here. We'll go get Havel's, we'll put it on, and then we'll just stand there through that final fight. Which is going to make for just a wonderful experience. But you know what? It'll probably make for a better viewing experience than dying another 4 quadrillion times. That's just my guess. Deliciously not where I'm supposed to be. I totally forgot that it's downstairs. Whatever, I'll kill you while I'm here. There's Demon Titanite. Let's prove our parry ability against these enemies, just to make ourselves feel a little better. Refreshed to go into that final fight. See? I can parry things. Just not Gwyn. Notoriously easy to parry Gwyn. This one should be all of Havel's set, and it is. Then this is a mimic. No, the mimics in here. There's Dragon Tooth, just in case I want to go full Havel cosplay. Havel's great shields. Alright. Now, let's warp back the bonfire. Havel's helm. Havel's armor. Havel's gauntlets. Havel's leggings. See, now the reinforced club looks puny because it's being held by Havel. Fucking Havel. Yeah, there's our fat roll, so that's good. God, we're slow, though. This is going to be an interesting fight. Because I've never really actually had fat roll. I gotta be honest, the whole time I've had this game, I've played with fast roll. I've always made sure that I was wearing light enough armor or that I had a high enough equip load that I would be fast rolling. I've never even mid-rolled as a thing. So I'm kind of terrified about how this works out. I think my walk speed might be slowed as well. See, this is the thing. I don't do heavy armor, so I don't even know. Is walk speed slowing a thing, or am I just perceiving it to be slower because it looks like it to be slower? The thing I'm really disappointed about is I let that enemy attack me there so that I could see how much damage it would do, and it still did a lot. I was kind of expecting more. I guess usually in a build that has Havel's armor, you have a lot more HP. Alright. Let's go. I can't roll out of the way of this one, so... Yikes. There's our first parry. Alright, good. Okay, good. We've actually managed to heal and get more parries off. Beautiful. It's going to turn out all I needed was slightly heavier armor, and I'm going to be really mad about it. Yep. And that's going to be the final parry. Because now we're just going to go behind him and kill him. I'm going to pretend that I did it naked. I think I've linked the fire a bunch of times. Isn't there an option where I just walk away? Yeah. Unfortunately, the cutscenes don't show because of DS Fix at the moment, but that's it. That is Dark Souls 1 completed at Soul Level 1. Hopefully I split this episode up actually a bunch of times because it is now 2 hours long. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves regardless. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Dark Souls Level 1. Already said that. There's playlists in the description down below with all my content of this game, past, present, and future, as well as my a playlist with all of my playlists. That's right, a playlist of playlists. Does a playlist of playlists, or rather a playlist of all playlists contain itself? technically, no, I couldn't find a way for it to do that, but it does have all of my different challenge runs, which at the moment does only include Dark Souls 1 Soul Level 1, but if you are watching this past a while from the release of this video, then there might be other Soul Level 1 runs or challenge runs there for your perusal. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.